Okay, so
Maybe there's some
yeah, it's kind of loud, isn't it?
Yeah. But, we're on Rumble now.
Yeah, check us out on Rumble.
Yeah.
No more popcorn.
/
Are those separate words or one word?
I think I had to make them all together. There'll be the link in the description.
They'll be in there.
Yes.
So some people might have seen New York Ninja.
And some other movies by this man. This is my second one.
John Liu.
Yeah. Karate.
Probably the least talented kung fu guy.
Damn, that means I don't know shit because I thought he was whipping ass. I thought he was.
No, it's his own style.
It's just everything in general.
Yeah.
Yes, he is flexible, but his kung fu is basic. It's just basic ass fucking kung fu.
Yeah,
the problem is he's writing and directing this movie
and
producing, and he's a crazy person that doesn't understand people or
plot
stories or anything.
Yeah. I didn't realize he wrote and directed.
I think he's done all of his movies that way.
He also doesn't understand he's not a leading man in a movie.
No.
He's like the third guy from the left.
Yeah.
In a fight, a random Jackie Chan battle, and that's it.
What's funny though,
he's like Bruce Lee's retarded little brother.
He wrote and directed it, and all the scenes that involve him with women, he's not like he's just like no.
No, he does caress some women.
He does.
In this
movie. You walked out both times.
He literally goes to tickle this girl playfully, and he tickles her tits.
I've seen that. I've seen that. But the one scene where the actual hot chick was...
He's doing his meditation.
He's like, I refuse to grow this woman. Like,
I assume it was a blowjob.
She was dry humping, and it did appear to be a blowjob.
But his pants were still dry, so I don't know if she was
still
just teasing.
tight. Like, he failed the sexuality.
There's no hole in the gi. You don't have
there's no
hole in it to pee.
No, my shit would have fallen out a long time ago.
Okay.
So this is John Liu he's a Hong Kong guy, but this is made in Spain primarily, a little bit in Paris. It's
very weird.
It's overdubbed in both English and Spanish, randomly,
and then French,
randomly, and it's dumb and stupid. It's weird.
It's so weird.
He is a brother to a CIA agent that
paraplegic
that got
he got wounded in Vietnam. He fought for his country in Vietnam,
and so then there was a KGB defector to the U.S. that was like, hey, I know about this super secret Russian martial art, and I'll show the CIA this thing. And then he gets murdered immediately as soon as and he even says, so this is freedom, right as he dies, he gets shot. And so then they're like, well, what do? We need a super secret awesome martial artist. Hey, we'll just force John Liu, which is his name in the movie. We'll force John Liu to just teach our people
this super
martial arts because his is sort of like the Russian one. It's not the same, but it's sort of like it. So then most of the movie is just this fucking wacky ass. It's a castle in Spain, and it's this wacky ass CIA camp where they do all this weird shit that makes no sense, and they're just hanging out.
They're just hanging out. The recruits are always trying to rape women.
The whole movie, the recruits are just like, oh well, there's a female. I guess we can grab her.
They're all barefooted, running around.
Nobody gets reprimanded.
Nobody goes hey, don't do that.
They're just like, get out.
You want someone.
They torture. The CIA tortures each other for training. I know they torture other people. I'm pretty sure I doubt they torture each other.
Well, and that's what the guy even said. He's like, this is if you get caught by the other guys, it'll be worse.
Yeah. You had that going because they were brainwashing him, trying to use I guess weird sound waves to control these guys.
Right. And it gets into, they call it the hypnosis.
Yeah, the hypnosis. Trying to think. So you had the seductress one, which we talked briefly about.
Legs.
Was that Long Legs? No, that was the dude's wife at the beginning.
Okay, no, I'm thinking about old Long Legs later in the movie.
Oh, yeah. So then you got...
Hold on, we got Cheers for Long Legs.
Long Legs.
Trying to
find myself in Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah.
You had the one guy, I guess, that was going to be his rival that wants to kill him or be the best.
Yeah.
It's weird. He's being brainwashed, hypnosis, whatever. And John Liu finds out, oh, you were born in the year of the rabbit. I got you a rabbit. And then the main villain dude starts saying something, and then the recruits do something
So this
weird
is
with a
okay.
rabbit. It's
So
fucking weird.
So John Liu is training. He's supposed to be training all these people in martial arts. There's another guy, another Chinese guy that does kung fu, and he's like, he just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And and then they kind of do some fighting, and they just don't like each other or whatever. John Liu's like, I'll give you a rabbit. So they're in this fucking like quarry or something.
Just shooting at rocks.
They're shooting. They're literally these CIA or these two jeeps, and they're just running around in circles, shooting rocks and the walls of this quarry with their guns.
It's good to have my training methods validated.
So then this guy is there, and he's like, hey, like you said, like, oh, you were born the year of rabbit. Here's a rabbit.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, what? Fuck you! Don't make fun of me, motherfucker! Fuck off! He throws the rabbit down. The rabbit runs over, and then you have this guy up on the cliff, and this is where the Spanish first starts. And I wonder if they were trying to make this like, okay, he's speaking. They use Spanish as this is the mind control language.
Yeah.
Because he's talking into this thing, and there's this like,
It's a giant walkie-talkie.
There's this weird like. You know, 1950s sci-fi sound effect thing. And he's like he's mumbling weird shit to him. And all of a sudden, these fucking guys, it's like they start tearing this rabbit to pieces, and there's like
so fucking weird.
It's just so bizarre.
Why? And then they were like
Smearing
playing
the
keep
blood on
away
their
with
faces.
it too.
Yeah.
It was ha ha ha. It was fucking weird, man.
But the people listening, you have to realize it's done so poorly and so strangely.
It's just
You're just like, what
It
the
makes
fuck
that
is
one
happening?
Stephen King movie look like good.
Yeah, that you
Or
know
they
what?
boil the rabbit or some shit like that. What's that movie?
I do
I
not
have
know.
no idea what you're talking about.
Might be a Stephen King.
There's a lot of shitty Stephen King movies. There's a lot of those. There's a couple good ones, and there's a lot of shitty ones.
So they tear this damn rabbit apart. At one point, they use the radio frequency 1945 style handheld radio thing to like make this guy's rival attack him while he's practicing in the woods, punching and Three Stooges seeing masks.
Did you notice, like on the trees, he had like cups for men?
Yeah,
on
so
the
he could
trees?
kick their
Yes.
balls.
Yeah, right in the pecker.
Yeah.
That's a typical CIA style, right there.
So there was this and it's like you got to piece this together because it doesn't really. Nothing
of
is
this-
explained.
yeah.
There's no story or anything. It just shit happens. And you're like, okay, what does it mean? But yeah, he's practicing his martial arts in the forest. You have the mind control guy in the bushes starting to speak Spanish into this microphone. And then at the same time, he has the one chick, this chick that has been coming on to him the whole time that wants to learn martial arts.
Long legs,
Long legs, big tits. And he basically instructs her to seduce him.
Yeah.
At the same time, he instructs the other guy to attack him. So there's this scene where he's like being attacked on this side, and then the woman's like basically dry humping him and like just like
Dude's just trying to lay punches in on him. It's not affecting him.
Yeah.
She's just like.
and then he's like doing his like kata and shit, and he's like getting humped by this woman. And then basically it looks like she's sucking his dick at some point.
There
And he's
is
like
no-
struggling.
yeah.
It's like,
still training.
Yeah.
he's trying to resist because he's trying to mind control him too. He's like, give in, just give in.
Nope,
You know?
not today.
He just won't do it. Yeah.
I mean, I assume it was a BJ because she was
It
down
definitely
there an
looked like it.
awfully long time.
I don't think he actually got a BJ. As much as I want him,
You
to
never
get
saw any unzipping or zipping,
Yeah.
but it
untying of gi.
it
Or
really
nothing.
looked
Yeah.
like that's what they were implying.
That's not really. If she didn't,
You
do
don't
it,
just put your head in,
No.
like
Like-
women just don't do that.
Yeah, you just be like, what are you doing?
I'm just like staring
That
at
black
your
belt stayed tied. I'm just saying.
Like, I know, yes, it did.
Because it went on for quite a few minutes.
Yeah, and he was getting
Yes.
increasingly red faced.
A few seconds, I can get it. But you're going into minutes of your head just
Like, if
around
we
down
watched
there.
this movie on HBO late at night, we would have seen
Right.
Yeah.
the exact same thing.
She literally jumps on him and wraps her legs around
Yes.
him, and he's just standing there still doing this. And she's just like on him. It's so that the whole first chunk of this movie is just this random shit at this CIA thing.
Yeah.
And then finally he's like, I want to leave.
With this girl, which I did enjoy that one scene. He's like, the girl's like, let's go on a date. Thanks for rescuing me. He's like, all right, cool. Let's go Dutch. Oh, you mean a picnic? Yeah, a picnic.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll bring the pasta salad. You bring the
Yeah.
sweet tea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she brings a whole ass watermelon.
That's when he tickles her tits.
Yes, tickles the tits.
He
And
does
then-
push-ups.
Yeah, straight up, just bust a fucking watermelon. If that's all it took,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be fucking breaking squash all over the fucking
And
county.
the one scene was very comical because you had her laying back, and then he's like doing these weird push-up things, and it's just like shot up from here.
trying to
CrossFit
make
push-ups.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is weird.
I'm trying to make you think.
Yeah, that
maybe.
they're having sex. No, he just decides I'm gonna do some
Yeah,
push-ups.
let me take my shirt off real quick.
Mid-date workout.
Yeah.
I gotta get in here.
You gotta fit
Nothing
it
stops
in.
him from
Yeah.
his physical grind, you know?
Yeah, it was just like, okay, but so then he runs away
Yeah.
from the CIA, and apparently he takes these documents with him to keep
Yeah.
him safe. What
Some
really
documents.
happens,
Yeah,
it makes them go after him.
yeah.
And then he runs off to Paris, and he gets two families in Paris.
Yeah.
Two single moms.
He
He
takes
hooks up with it.
custody of the child of his first
He's
girlfriend
like
that
frolicking
dies.
through the streets with this little girl. She's calling him Uncle John.
Not even
Just- this is
stepdad
like
or nothing.
5
just
minutes
Uncle
after,
John, yeah.
it's like,
Two girlfriends in France with family.
yeah, and then he's got his little son too. And
I
then
got
talk-
my own dojo with my name on it
And
while
then-
I'm there.
They're like, we're gonna take him out no matter what. So they start attacking the women he's with and the kid. But then randomly they're attacking the woman and the kid. And then there's like 3 Chinese chicks all dressed in these purple outfits that come out of nowhere. And they're like, oh my god, he's trained people to keep their eyes on them
Yes.
throughout the city. We can't
Yeah.
do anything. Even the
can't.
kid, he's
Yeah,
a
the
murderer.
kid, yeah.
This tiny little kid
We
is
could've died
like
from
beating
this
the
Boy
shit
Scout
out of
kid.
these. The guy's like, hold, stop, I'm a CIA agent. The kid like punches him in the dick or whatever. It's like so dumb. It's like, this might actually be the dumbest movie I've ever seen. It might really be.
It is. I think it is.
It's like the Neil Breen of China.
He's
He's so fucking stupid.
It's so stupid.
It's just.
He's like, I gotta go get these classified documents out, but I don't want them to get out. Like it was a weird thing because he gives them to the CIA guy, takes him back, gives it back to him with a grenade.
Yeah, so we have this final battle on the airstrip somewhere in France. And
Yeah.
No, it's back in Spain, I thought.
Spain, France.
France,
It doesn't.
yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Some Euro.
People are.
Oh, the scenery is nice. I can
Yes.
give it that.
Yeah.
Scenery's nice.
Spain and Spain especially. Spain's amazing. It's great. Like,
And then was it when we first started noticing, like, you see the crowd in the background just like watching?
Oh, they totally
was it
just
France or was it
both places.
Yeah.
like Spain is, or France especially in Paris.
Yeah,
They would just do this shit, and then you got these crowds gathering around. There's literally a wall of 200 people just standing and watching this fucking fight scene in the street. But other times, it's like people are just like, what? Like, you just see them fighting, and then people are like grabbing their children and like.
those were real people.
Yeah, it's just.
They weren't.
Those
paid
are
to
real
do that.
French people.
Yeah, they were they were doing some of that guerrilla filmmaking, which I
Yeah,
love.
some
I
like
love that.
dudes driving in the background,
Just do
in
it.
the passenger
Yeah.
seat, just like what the
Yeah, just do it. I love that.
Like
I
paying
love
those
it.
taxes, just film it and go. That is the one good thing about John Liu. He does that. He says, "Fuck it, we're gonna film
Yeah.
it."
renegade
Yep.
directoring. Yeah.
Like those chase scenes in New York Ninja when he's like skating
Yes.
through fucking Manhattan, and there's just like all these people are just, and there's the fucking ninjas are chasing him. There's just people everywhere, like, what the fuck? It's just like, yeah, I love that shit. Because that is what would actually.
Yes.
Because most of these fucking movies, you have all this crazy shit happen, and people are
Just
everybody
walking,
just walking
ignoring
like.
it.
As much as I love John Wick 4, there's
Yeah.
that fucking roundabout scene where they're fighting in the middle of this roundabout, and the cars just keep going.
No, people
So
won't
they had
stop.
the cars would just stop, and they'd be like, what the fuck? But no, it just goes for like fucking 15 minutes, and they're dodging cars. The cars,
Yes.
once the car's going, it can't stop. They're just going and going in circles.
It's a roundabout, by God.
Yeah,
Like,
he's like, yeah, I love the. We'll just do it. We're just gonna do it. We don't need to ask anybody to do anything. Close off streets. Fuck you.
Yep.
We're just gonna go do it. Yeah. So I do like that.
And then, then later on in the movie, you got John Liu's twin brother who was in a fucking wheelchair.
Yeah. All of a sudden he's not.
Come John Liu to throw him off, and he's walking, and they
just murdered the shit out of his
shit
brother
out of him. It
immediately.
makes no sense why that was even.
the CIA doesn't need to make sense to know.
Like they knew he was paralyzed. They're like, that's why we got to get his twin brother, because this guy can't walk. Anyways, y'all want to get to scores?
Yeah,
here?
there was this whole thing where he's like, I have to pretend to be my brother.
Yeah,
And then you see his actual brother get killed,
yes,
and then he's just back to being himself. There is
his brother had said
his
something
brother
about
was
like,
trying to
I
be
will
John
send.
Liu,
no,
but it looked like it was the other way around.
His brother had said something about like, I will send a letter to the UN
Yeah,
saying that I am arriving in Belgium or some bullshit.
Okay.
He had said that,
Okay,
and
I got
that's
it
when his
backwards.
brother got iced.
it was very confusing because I thought it was that too,
Yeah, it's
but
fucking
it ended up
stupid.
being paraplegic brother that can walk.
Well, at least a walk enough
But
to
when he got
operate a
murdered, he
train
was in
thing.
his army uniform.
Yeah, he put on the
He
army
wasn't
uniform.
pretending to be his John. He was just himself. He just got fucking
He
killed.
put the things in his. I don't know.
This
Where
movie is
John Liu's-
fucking stupid.
It's stupid. It makes no sense.
You don't know what it means because John Liu didn't know what it means.
No.
He didn't know.
He was
fucking-
just thinking.
He wanted to go on vacation and
exactly.
touch some boobs.
I want to go to France.
Yeah,
I want to go to Spain,
yeah.
and
Who
I want to
does-
look at
it's-
nice women.
It's somehow he got money together and got these people to do this because it's so fucking bad. It's stupid.
And that's how you do it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how Adam Sandler does it now. He's like, I want to take my friends on vacation. Let's do a movie. Hey, studios.
Yeah, but just imagine being a random idiot.
Yeah.
And somehow you do it too.
Imagine being a random
I mean,
idiot. I exist.
yeah,
I'm
right
right
no,
here.
yes.
but
Like,
making a movie. I'm very
Yes.
impressed with it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Neil Breen,
Yes.
John Liu,
Tommy was out. Look at that.
Barry J. Gillis. God love him.
Yep.
Barry J. Gillis. Please come out with another movie, please.
Yes.
You're just crazy idiots that just don't know the fact that they're crazy idiots. They have no. There's no awareness or stopping.
It
them.
isn't.
So they're like,
If
yes,
all
let's
you
do it.
need is to be a crazy idiot,
I
then
will
why-
drop
where's my movie
tens of
budget?
thousands of dollars to do this
Yes.
because I want to do it, and I respect it completely. I do.
I get it.
The movie still sucks though. It's still bad.
Yeah. The story is terrible.
Yeah.
But the question is it still entertaining? That's a question.
Yes.
So we should go to scores on this. I want to start with Nick.
Yeah.
I honestly gave this 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Like a strong 3 out of 5 too.
Strong.
Strong. If there had been
Like a whiskey dick.
but
It's erect.
It's just
I'm not
kind of
commenting.
floppy.
Yeah, no. Strong 3 out of 5 because like it was enjoyable to watch, but it honestly felt too long because of the lack of the plot.
Yeah.
You know, like it just kept kind of, we're in Paris now, we're in Spain, we're in San Francisco, and it's
Man
just,
made family.
you know, this guy is just, how many baby mamas can you find? Like, you know, there was a lot of kicking. I thought the martial arts was good. I thought that like some of the scenes were good, but the lack of plot, like the obvious lack of plot, really detracted from me from like wanting to like really lean into this and say it was good. Like the martial arts, I felt were fine,
Yeah.
and I thought the sort of multiple simulcast dubbings of the film, like that's fine. Like I can deal with that. Like, but the lack of plot really held this movie back. It's not like the one movie that we watched where rich guy is a socialist and he's bombing all these hotels and shit. And they're it's the same movie with the.
He remembers these a lot better than I. Well, I've seen too many shitty
Bombing
movies.
all these.
It's the one where they had the funeral and suddenly it turns into like a gunfight
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah,
Yes.
that movie to me was better.
That was a better movie.
This was in the same sort of spirit of that, but lacking a lot.
Lacking everything. Yeah.
So 3 out of 5 for
3 out
me.
of
The
5,
fighting
alright.
was good. I would have liked a little bit more plot.
Yeah.
The scenes were funny enough. If I was watching this by myself at the house, I probably would have fallen asleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
But watching with you guys, it made it funny, made it enjoyable.
All right. Patrick, what do you think?
Me, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 because the story was so fucking bonkers. Makes no you got a piece of story yourself together, but I take this as a story as John Liu was trying to get out. This is what the CIA is doing. Okay, we're hypnotizing people, drugging people. This is what's going
MK
on.
Ultra.
MK Ultra.
Yeah.
And then John Liu's like, I'm gonna throw in some of my martial arts in there. On my dime, going out to France and Spain, just chilling.
Yeah.
And occasionally caressing some titties.
Yeah.
But I think there should be some more sex scenes in it. Kind of felt let down
No,
in it.
he was.
They cut him short.
They cut him short. He is awkward.
There was a couple sex scenes.
Yeah.
They just cut him short.
Yeah, they were short.
They didn't show any titties.
Yeah. Well, one time they did. One time.
But you show titties.
When that woman was getting dragged.
Drag? No. It was, so I didn't see nips.
There was no nips.
Yeah.
No, I did see. Okay,
Yeah.
but through the shirt, I saw nips.
No.
But there was
Outside the shirt.
Outside the shirt.
Oh, it was the second blonde lady. Second blonde lady with a kid. And the fact that this man purposely chose these women that have kids, rather odd to take care of.
Maybe he's got some mama issues.
Could be. But 4 out of 5 for me. Bonkers story. It's crazy. A lot of the shit makes no sense. You got some martial arts in there. John Liu's crazy. I want to meet this man. Pick his brain a bit.
He like lives in a jungle now or some shit. Like
I know he did an interview on the New York.
He's
Ninja.
still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive
He's
doing
like-
shit.
Good for him. Living in the jungle is sweet.
You know, I'm struggling with this movie because I like a good bad movie, obviously, but is it good bad enough? Is my question. I like the overdub. The dub is kind of funny all the time. The English dub is funny.
Hey, wait, I'm a CIA agent.
Yeah, it's like there's plenty of times where it's pretty good, and then it switching to Spanish, that's pretty funny. Okay, the martial arts are not good. I know, like watch some good Hong Kong stuff, and this is like basic bitch. You're in fucking. This is like journey. This is what's the word I'm looking for? It's you're like middle school kung fu. It's not.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like it's just basic. It's not very.
It's like
interesting.
Steven Seagal with DMX.
Yeah, it's just not there. So that's not good.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of fights that are just there for no reason. We're just gonna fight. We're two guys on a rooftop. We're gonna fight now.
Yes.
And then it's kind of boring. It's just not that great. There's a big chunk of this where you don't know why you're there and what reason. They're just in this camp, nothing going on. There's weird shit. I would have liked a little bit more crazy, a little bit more, maybe a little bit more crazy. And if you're going to focus on martial arts, make them better. I'm going to split the difference here, and I don't do 0.5s very often. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to do the 3.5. There's some fun, stupid shit in this. I just wish it was more stupid or more competent. One or the other. Make it either more stupid or more competent.
Right.
I get it, one or the other. Give it to me. But
You didn't like the random dude shooting at the ground? Up the corner,
oh yeah, it
driving
was
around?
funny. But it's just
I
like
know.
yeah, it's just I don't know. All I could say is Nick was saying I was starting to get a little bored with it at the time. At some point, I was just like, I have turned. I was in it, and then it kind of turned to where I'm like, oh god, okay, he's just a crazy idiot. Again, he's just an idiot.
Yeah.
It's just bad. It's dumb. It's boring. But it wasn't enough to really pull it to the next level. There you go. What's the name of this fucking movie?
Was it
In the claws of the CIA.
Very good.
Okay.
It's a cautionary tale. Stay away from the CIA.
If you're not trying to bang long-legged sluts,
Yes.
Yeah.
stay away from the CIA.
All right.
Like, subscribe to us on Rumble, YouTube, anywhere
Yeah,
you're watching this.
Rumble's the future.
Yes.
If
definitely.
this video gets 5 comments anywhere, I'll let Nathan slap me.
Here we go. I already owe him a slap, and I still haven't done that one.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that.
Double
5
slap.
comments.